540, welcome back. August is National Immunization Awareness Month, and that includes your pets. Your furry family members should make regular visits to the doctor and keep up to date with their vaccinations. And here to tell us what vaccinations are recommended is veterinarian and our friend Rachel Campbell with Pet Wellness Clinics. Good morning to you.
Hi, how are you?
Appreciate you coming on.
No
and
problem.
Bayla's here as well.
Bayla's back. She's a star.
Yes, she is a star. She was in the commercial break. She came over very close to me. She wanted to get close.
She wanted to get on your lap there.
Let's talk about the core vaccines that are recommended, and let's start with dogs first.
Yeah. Well, the two most common vaccines that we're going to talk about are going to be rabies, and then the second one is called distemper. So rabies, of course, you've heard of before. It's required in most states because, of course, if people were to contract that, then it can be fatal.
Correct.
And the same in dogs as well. And so, and cats as well, too. And so that's going to be the most common, kind of like Cujo. Is that a movie? I never saw it. Let's be honest. But so rabies is really the most common that we talk about. The second, distemper vaccine, you'll hear that, or the distemper parvo vaccine, or their DHPP vaccine. That's another vaccine we talk about most commonly. I have to make an announcement. You cannot bring in a 4-year-old aggressive dog and get its distemperment vaccine.
Correct.
That's not a real thing. That's okay if you do, if you have questions about that. But distemper is an actual disease that dogs can get. Parvovirus is a part of that vaccine that's actually the most important thing that we need to be sure that pets are fully vaccinated for, because it can be fatal in puppies. And so, of course, that's just the saddest thing you can think of. So,
all right.
Those are the two most common core vaccines in dogs right now.
Let's talk about for cats.
So same thing, rabies as well. That's what's required in this state and most states in the nation. But FVRCP is a second vaccine that we do. A lot of boarding facilities require that. A lot of veterinary hospitals require it for any type of procedures. That's something that it protects them against a couple of respiratory viruses that are very common, as well as a GI virus that kittens can get that can be fatal as well.
All right, that makes sense. Let's talk about lifestyle vaccines, because this is something that you don't hear too much of.
Yeah, so, and that's a conversation you have to have. It's going to be pet by pet, because you may even have multiple pets that have different lifestyles. So maybe the cat just stays indoors, it only needs its 2 core vaccines, but maybe you have a dog you like to go hiking and camping with. Those are going to be lifestyle vaccines that we talk about. Are they exposed to ticks? Are they exposed to wildlife, standing water, ponds, and where other animals can urinate and pass on certain diseases? That's going to be an important lifestyle vaccine, leptospirosis, that we talk about.
What if you have a dog that obviously goes outside, plays in the woods, does all those things, but you have a dog and a cat that live together, they play together?
Yeah. So lepto isn't something that we worry about too much with cats, but it is something that they can spread to other dogs. And the thing about lepto that we get worried about is because it can spread to people as well.
Okay.
So when we're on the fence about that one, about whether or not your dog is going to be exposed to that, again, this is a conversation to have with your veterinarian, but it's something that I'm always going to recommend if I'm ever concerned that your family is going to be at risk as well.
We have a minute to go. This is one that, when I had a dog, I heard a lot because of certain breeds, heartworm prevention.
Yes, absolutely. So they're spread by mosquitoes. So of course, and that's something that we see all year round as far as our weather. It's so crazy, So, but heartworm heartworm protection is the most important, because heartworm disease, although it is many times treatable, sometimes it's not if we catch it too late. And it's something that we can protect them with either a yearly injectable medication or a monthly preventives that they get by mouth.
And flea and tick prevention, finally, as you brought all of this stuff out here to show us.
Yeah, she's ready for her break. So flea and tick, same thing. We see fleas all year round. We see it in the winter time, whatever that means in Indiana. Fleas, of course, you don't want them in your house and on your body, but also ticks can spread disease like Lyme, and that's another a lifestyle vaccine that you may be talked to about as well.
All right, Rachel Campbell with Pet Wellness Clinics. Thank you so much, veterinarian.
Of course.
And Bayla, thank you as well. For more information and locations and services Pet Wellness offers, just visit our website, fox59.com, and we will connect you there.